Hi, it's Steve. Welcome back to the channel. And if it's your first time here, or if you've been here before, off to a great start. Welcome. Time out. Fall on the play. Let me start that over. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here, and welcome back if you have been here. How much more simple could that be? And I can't do it. Part of the reason I can't do it is because I've been editing videos all half the night and all morning, and I'm trying to produce some decent stuff for you guys. Stuff that I find interesting. Keep in mind that all the mashups are basically, they're standalone artists, every one of them, and most of them are great. They wouldn't be recording artists if they weren't, top notch. Nobody's going to record somebody like me singing, okay? Because I'm not anywhere near the quality or the level I need to be, and I'm not going to be because I only have so much natural talent, and I haven't spent any time practicing, so I'm not going to get any better. But anyway, what's going on with the show here? I've got an interesting one today. I think this is really interesting, actually. We've got Ella Fitzgerald, Angelina Jordan, and Scarlett Johansson. Okay, the most. I think she's the one of the highest. Not that this isn't a big thing. At one time, she was the highest paid female actress in Hollywood, I think, and one of my favorites. And not to go too much off on Scarlett Johansson because I'm an Angelina fan, and that's one of the reasons I'm here. But I'm showing Angelina with Ella Fitzgerald, one of her. What do you want to call it? One of her strong influences in her singing, and so I think it's interesting to see them side by side a little bit, to take a look at that. Kind of educational too, because you wonder how Angelina can sing like she does when she's so young. I think in this video, she's like 9 years old or something. I don't know. I can't even tell. But, forgive me if I get the ages wrong. Sometimes I can't find any information on how old she is. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But so you got to look at her and guess. And I could be off by a year or two, or even a decade, I suppose, knowing me. But and Ella Fitzgerald, of course, she was a real classic. So we're going to take a look at that. I think her video, if I remember right, has a lot of other stuff in it, but that's okay, because she comes from an era that's way different than the era we live in today. And then Scarlett Johansson, that girl can sing, man. I didn't know she could sing. I knew she was one of my favorite actresses, but I guess they call them actors nowadays. Yeah, whatever. Actresses. Icon and a diva of the movies, right? And of course, I'm a big Marvel movie fan too. I was. Now that Disney bought it, I'm not anymore so much. But I think that I was really a fan of that whole franchise. Disney's running into the ground, man. I can't believe it. I loved Disney back in the day. Now it's. Let's not talk about that either. Fodder for a different video. You guys want to get to the music, don't you? So anyway, Scarlett Johansson, she's a pretty good singer. So I put her in here basically just to keep it interesting, and maybe you guys can be your own judge on whether or not she's somebody you want to go listen to and all that. I think she's got a pretty good voice. So let's get busy. I'll quit talking and we'll get right down to the mashup here. Let's go.
And the living is easy. Summertime and the living is easy.
Okay, so far so good. All three artists, I put in their musical introduction or whatever you want to call it, the opening of the song, how they chose to show it, and I think that just displays their some of their musical proclivities, if you will. I'm trying to sound scientific because I'm really trying to look at this as more from not a comparison, it's not a scoring game, nothing like that. I'm not gonna. You can't score three pieces of art side by side. It's impossible. I mean, you can go ahead and try, but I'm not interested in that really. I'm just interested in listening to three different portrayals of the same song. I'm an Angelina fan, so I'm biased. I cannot be unbiased in how I look at things, but I also can appreciate Ella Fitzgerald lived this stuff. You'll see there's a lot of pictures here of back in the day, and sometimes later on in the song you're going to see where she talks about that era in time, and that's of course that's gone forever. So this is kind of like an archive of how things were once. Then Scarlett Johansson, on the other hand, is she's a newer on the scene. She's not, as far as I know, she's not an influence of Angelina's, but I did notice in the beginning of her song, if you listen to the orchestra, it reminds me of the summertime version that Angelina did with that full orchestra with the really long white dress on and the flowers in her hair, with the little, I don't know what that thing's with the little sticks with the little balls on the end. Xylophone, I don't know what it is. Like, dee dee, dee dee. Yeah, I can't sing, I know. But anyway, I did notice that in there, which is interesting. So maybe that's a common arrangement for that song. Don't know, not an expert. Okay, I'm just listening, and it's beautiful. All three are off to a great start. Who would think they would be off to anything else other than that? Not me. I'm not going to be thinking that. So anyway, let's get on. I won't bore you too much. I'm going to cut in occasionally and just chime in. You're here to see what I got to say, I suppose. You're also here to enjoy the mashup. So if I don't get back to the music, you're going to click and go and watch something else. Who knows what? Anyway, let's get to it.
Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Fish are jumping and the curtain is high. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mommy's good looking. Oh, your daddy's rich and your mama is good looking. Your daddy's rich and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, baby, don't you cry.
More gold there, if you ask me. All three artists doing their thing, and I think it's you can hear there's a distinct difference between all three of them. Angelina and Ella have something in common. You can tell that, and then Scarlett has a beautiful voice, all on her own. So that's why I wanted to put Scarlett in there. Is kind of mix it up a little bit and give you another taste of something else. And I didn't know Scarlett Johansson could sing, and I'm just very impressed with her. The other two, I'm beyond impressed with them. I have been with Angelina for a long time, and Ella. While I was a little familiar with her music, I really, I didn't listen to her. I'm not a rabid fan like many are, but she does have a beautiful voice and a story to tell. And this next section coming up, I just wanted to cut in here because there's going to be a long section here where it's just Scarlett and Ella, because Ella went off on some other. She had a lot of other stuff in there, and Scarlett gave her own interpretation at about the same time. So it's kind of a nice place to put those two in there, doing their thing. And I saved Angelina for last. She's going to bring us home at the end. But I let the other two ladies do their thing too for a certain amount. Most of that's out of respect. You know, I don't really like cutting these videos up, to be honest. But if I don't, then we can't really compare them, right? If I play one, then I play the other. It's not the same as if they're closer together in certain parts. So you can kind of just listen to and see what it is. I'm always interested in what makes Angelina Angelina, and you can see the Ella influence in Angelina here to a certain degree. It's not real obvious, but it's there, and I think it's that connection to the old souls, if you will. But anyway, let me quit talking and get busy. You guys know I got to talk once in a while, right? Because even though you might not like it, you can always fast forward through me and get to the music.
One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing.
One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing.
You're gonna spread your wings and you take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by.
Then you spread your wings and you take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing gonna harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by.
Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy.
Ba, ba, ba. Da-dee-da-doo. Da-da, ba-da. Ya-da-ba-da-dum. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing.
He's rich and your mama is good looking. So be quiet, keep still. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna wake up singing.
Then you spread those wings and you take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by. With Daddy and Mommy standing by.
Well, there's the wrap up of Scarlett Johansson's version of "Summertime," and I think you can see she's got a quite a beautiful voice and a stylized version of the song like most people would do, just kind of a not like most people would do, like only she would do, but I mean most people change the song a little bit is what I meant. So anyway, Ella's gonna bring this. We're gonna finish up Ella for the rest of the song. She does a lot of stuff in here, so I'm leaving it in there because out of respect for Ella, and I don't want to cut it up and monkey around with it. So I hope you enjoyed Ella's part, and then Angelina's gonna bring us home. Okay, so let's get busy and take care of that.
You're gonna spread your wings and you take to the sky. Till that morning, there's enough can harm you with Daddy and Mommy standing by. They say summertime, the living's easy. What makes it easy? You have to go out and work. So you go out and you do a day's work. It's so warm, it's so hot, you perspire. Yes, you perspire. Then you perspire. What do you get? Perspiration. But you don't mind it because it's summertime and the living's easy. So you say, I think I'll go down. Let's go down and dig the real cool sounds at Mr. Kelly's. You come in Mr. Kelly's and you taste a while. Yes, Daddy, you drink a while. And you drink. What do you get? The check. You don't mind it because it's summertime. It's easy. What do you care? Your daddy's rich. You got a good-looking mother. Imagine everybody with a good-looking mother and a rich daddy. Oh, summertime. That's what the song says. Living easy. Oh yeah. Summertime. 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 And the living is easy. Thank you.
And the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the curtain is high. Oh, your dad is rich, and your mama is good looking. So hush, little baby, say, don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry. Don't you cry.
Well, there you have it. I don't know, Angelina, Ella, even Scarlett. Okay, three different versions of that song. Ella, of course, a strong influence, according to Angelina. Well, an influence in any case of Angelina, and you can see it in there. Angelina and Ella, there's a lot of things there where you can feel are where that influence is, and Scarlett has a beautiful voice. I'd say nearly flawless in many ways. I would just say, man, flawless. Let's just say flawless. And what you find in Angelina and Ella's voice, that's a commonality, is that the grit at times. Sometimes it's just perfect. It's beautiful. Other times there's the grit, there's the soul, there's the everything else behind it. And that long section that Ella just did with all the old timey stuff in there kind of shows where she came from. I came from that era too. So I do have one note that somebody may be interested in. Back in the 1950s and 60s, things weren't. Everything was in color when you actually were walking around out there. As far as it wasn't always a black and white thing, but I think that was a film thing. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I did, and it's amazing to hear how many different. No matter how many different people do this, they're all going to do it their own way, and that's fine. That's how it should be. I don't think anybody really wants to parrot or mimic anybody. And they want to put their own touches on it, and that's what you saw right here. The original. A little girl from Norway, a famous movie star, all singing beautifully the same song. So I hope you appreciated that. You guys have a good time. Don't forget to visit Angelina's site, Angelina Official, Angelina Cover Channel, her Patreon. Support Angelina in any way you can. If you feel like you want to like and subscribe and comment to this video for me, that'd be great too. And you guys have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.